During my first teaching practice experience of my studies at CPUT, I taught a group of 43 grade 4 learners at a disadvantaged school in my area. I was told to teach a lesson to the learners on how to read and draw up a budget. To show them how a budget is drawn up, I showed them an exemplar one that I had made myself. I based the budget on the Animal Protection Society, known as the SPCA. Midway through my explanation of the budget, my teacher politely stopped me and then asked the learners which of them knew what the SPCA was. Out of the 43 learners, not a single learner raised their hand. Not a single one knew what the SPCA was. I went home stunned. I knew that if these learners didn't even know the SPCA, they would certainly have no idea about animal rights or how to look after a pet properly. Studies show that over 300,000 animals die per year in South Africa due to animal abuse, sometimes up to 500 a day. In 2006, over 350,000 baby seals were killed by clubbing in the name of sport. This cat was beaten by a group of teenagers as part of a satanic ritual. In the year 2000, it was reported that over 7,600 old greyhound dogs and over 11,400 greyhound puppies were killed. The reason? They were deemed not fast enough for the insane dog races enjoyed by humans. The dog in this picture was taped up because, according to his owners, would not stop barking. As a result, he was unable to walk or eat for days. Each year, over 2 million dogs and cats are killed for their fur. Almost always, they are skinned alive and left in a pile to die, like this raccoon dog seen here. All this, combined with my realization from my first teaching practice, made me realize that society is far from civilized and is in fact a very cruel place. It also made me realize the importance that I, as a future teacher, have in changing the society. We place so much emphasis on teaching numbers and letters to children so that they can read and write. We engrave languages and mathematics into their minds so that they can become successful adults. But we have simply created a society where it is more important to be a professional and earn money rather than to be a compassionate and caring person. What would happen if we were to teach children to love? What would happen if we taught children to care and to be empathetic? Children are not born to become cruel teenagers and adults, but are indirectly taught to be so by society, friends, and family. The child who is able to hit a dog without any conscience or emotion may just end up becoming the adult who abuses a child. The child who is able to burn a cat alive or cut a dog's ears without as much as a flinch has shown to potentially become society's serial killer. Again, we must remember, children are not born cruel, but are taught to be. I again ask myself, does our education system really teach our children all the right lessons? We need to remember all the important lessons that we seem to have forgotten. Maybe by doing so, we could change a few things. Perhaps by teaching our children the lessons that we seem to have forgotten, we will no longer see all the stray puppies and kittens that starve and freeze on our streets every day. Perhaps we could even stop the barbaric act of dogfighting, to which so many dogs die a painful and slow death. Perhaps we will no longer see bait dogs being torn limb from limb, simply to give the fighter dogs the taste for blood. Maybe by teaching our children to become better people rather than better professionals, we can finally create the society where no animal will ever be hurt, and perhaps by doing that, even slowly begin to fix the world's problems, one child at a time. I may be just one person, one teacher, but I know that I will teach my learners to speak up for those who will never be able to speak for themselves. The question is, will you?